I'm just kind of curious if you have any advice for, say, the budding herbalist who's looking to make this either a lifestyle or a career in general.
Oh man, I would just say go for it.
Oof.
I think it's one of the most absolutely beautiful paths, and it's like for the plants themselves, it's just so beautiful and they're uplifting. And when you start to feel hopeless or depressed, you just go out in the woods and, you know, be in nature, and those plants just lift you up. I mean, they are antidepressants, right? Just by their very nature of being, because they've been in practice a long time for it. And the plants themselves have recognized that the earth goes through mighty changes, you know, and there's times when they're wiped out by fire, volcanoes, glaciers, you know, and then they come back, right? And they know their ancestors are there under the ground, lifting them up. And all of that we feed on just by breathing them in. So absolutely. And there's just so many different lifestyle, quote unquote, careers that you can make that go anywhere from growing to being a cosmetician or a florist, or where you work magic by creating beautiful bouquets that are taken to ceremonies like weddings and funerals and romance, you know, or you can be a clinical herbalist or a family herbalist, or, you know, or a doula who knows her herbs, or a death doula who knows how to help somebody pass over with just the aid of the plants. And yeah, so it's just, and you know, and the most incredible thing about stepping into this world is also the people. I have to say, it just gives me so much hope. And every time I'm in a circle, if the circle is small or large with other herbalists, and it's not that we're all, you know, have the same mindset or we all have the same belief systems, but there's just this definite desire to want to do good on this earth and to walk gently on her. And sometimes we get off trail, you know, and we forget and we start, but there's the plants always come back, or a plant person always comes back to remind us there's a greater purpose for us here, and to just open up and, you know, and to be kind and gentle. So for any of you who are thinking of going into this, you know, there are so many ways to be successful in this path and to even earn right livelihood. Be creative. I would say that, you know, there's a lot of salve companies, a lot of tea companies, a lot of tincture companies. So look at what your passion is and see how you can manifest that in a unique way. So like, it's a special gift. And I'm not saying you can't start a salve company, but there's so many of them. So if I was starting right now, I certainly wouldn't start by making traditional medicinals or country comfort. I would look at, what does my community need that I am impassioned by and can be of good service to and provide? You know, I think every community needs people who are willing to share and, you know, teach. And teaching can frighten people because teachers feel like, you know, if you think about teaching, you think, oh, I have to know so much. I always like to say to people, I'm a very successful teacher. And when I started teaching, I knew less than anybody in my classes do today. You know, I didn't know anything really, but I knew a little bit more than my community, and I felt a passion for sharing. So I just think of teaching as just sharing what you know. And you can start off teaching by asking for exchange of vegetables or, you know, eggs. And as you get better at it, then you can, you know, you can have a little basket and ask for change, you know. So it can be not a frightful thing, but every community, every neighborhood needs people who are willing to do herb walks and to teach and share. Yeah.
Such a good answer. I love that. Yeah. Thank you.
Mason.
Yeah.